not having much love with tubeless. I've tried many times and it just keeps failing. This is the last brand I tried. You may think it's that, it's not.
So if you look right there, I've got this tiny little rib that runs along there.
It seems to me that these rims aren't designed to be tubeless. It's got this tiny little rib that the tape just does not stick to. I've tried heat gun, I've tried everything to make it stick. So with much research and watching YouTube, I've decided to try Gorilla Tape and the ever popular Stan's No Tubes. I've already got the tubeless ready tyres, but not so much the tubeless ready rims. So let's get started. If you've ever had to deal with the tyre sealant before, you know it's a pain to clean out when it's dry. So get it while it's wet. There's quite a bit of gunk built up on the outside of the wall. Wiping it with tissues just wasn't going to cut it. Removing the proper rim tape for the seventh time. Oh. It's very important to give the rim a very good clean and then use an alcohol-based substance to give it a good wipe so the tape adheres to it. Time to find that tape measure and measure the inside diameter of the rim. Then transfer the measurement to the tape. Here I found a stick that happened to be exact height. So I just marked it and confirmed the measurement. Got a small razor blade. And then just simply turned and held it in place and cut fairly deeply to make sure I had enough. As I've seen on other YouTube channels, it's a good idea to overlap the valve hole, but maybe not wear rubber gloves. I've heard bicycle mechanics do not like this tape as it leaves it really hard to clean off residue, but it was my last choice, the only thing I think that will work. The Gorilla Tape's a lot more pliable and will sit nice and snug over the little lip I've got. After taping over the valve hole, it's time to mark it with a pen, just lightly. Then you've got a point of reference when you push it through on the other side. With a bit of force, just push the valve through. And do up the little thumb screw firmly. Now it's time to line up the tyre. So you want the side with the most labels on it going to your gear side, not your rotor side. You want to line up the Maxxis or the brand name to the valve. I'm adding about a palm width of fluid. Approximately 100ml, 120ml for a 29er tyre. I don't have a compressor, so I'm trying to pump up the tyre here. If you put the valve at about 90 degrees, so you're not pumping the air directly into the fluid, it's not working. So what you can do is you can pull the valve apart.
So if you look really closely, you can see a little flat edge there.
Just an example here how it comes apart. Sometimes you get a tool, but you can just use a small shifter.
You should be able to undo that.
Right, this is an example with a complete valve removed from the rim. You do not need to take the whole valve out, just that insert.
Then you've got a big hole to blow through.
Another method that worked for me is soap and water. Just put it around the tyre where it's going to pop on. And now it's time to shake up all that fluid inside the tyre that you've probably seen on other YouTube channels 100 times. But either way, it's good fun. I like it. There's something about doing it that just is quite satisfying. What's not satisfying is realizing after all that,
Bob's your uncle.
you've put the tyre on the wrong way. So it's time to head out and test the durability of this Gorilla Tape. I'll keep you informed and I'll let you know in future videos how it went. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you next ride.